fuzzy here. Big old fingerprints on the camera there. All right, I thought I'd do something a little bit new for YouTube. For YouTube. I've done this before on other channels, but I thought, do you know what? Let's make a chili. So everything's out on the side. Butter, sweet corn, beans, beef. Let's go. I'm going to do this quick. Okay, I want to show you quick time, real, live, how quick and easy it can be to make a nice, tasty family meal. I've got two young, I suppose young kids still, 8 and 6, and it's my wife's birthday. So I'm out working this afternoon. I won't be home until probably 6 o'clock. And well, we like to get our kids to bed quite early because they have to get up quite early for school. So it would be really handy if dinner is cooked before I get home, because generally it's me that cooks, and it's my wife's birthday, so putting a little bit more effort in, though it might not look like it. So at the moment, just cutting some garlic, peeling the garlic. There's probably a trick to this. Fuck's sake, you've been telling me for how many years? I am obviously not that guy. Let's get the heat down before the butter burns. I'm struggling to get this off for some reason. You don't see all this bit that's in the cooking videos, do you? Okay, all the fiddling around with peeling a sodding bit of garlic, right? Bang, just Jamie Oliver this crap, right? Meals in 20 minutes. Okay. I don't know if I'll ever get any views on this video, but whatever. It's a bit of a laugh, really. Got to have fun in life. Got to try new things. And, well, I've never put a cooking video on YouTube, so let's see what happens. Maybe people like it. Maybe people want to see more of me cooking. I only cook about 5 meals, so it'll be a really short video series on cooking. Just watched a little video short on a lady playing some, I think it was Mozart. Again, not particularly familiar with classical music, so I couldn't tell you if it was definitely Mozart, if it was Beethoven or Chopin or anything like that, but it was a nice bit of music and she played it very well. Anyway, right, that's the garlic in. Easy peasy. Crushed garlic. Took me a little while to peel, but it's in there. So butter, garlic, warming in the pan. Done. Onion next. Okay, I used a little bit of this one yesterday, so it's not a whole onion, it's about 3/4. Chuck that in there. Bosh. Get rid of that bit. Get rid of that bit. See how the peeling goes on this bit. Oh, we're looking better now. We're looking better. Okay, look at this. Whoop. Gone. I am not Gordon Ramsay or any kind of high quality chef, but it's like my sex life. I get the job done. Sorry, wife. Dicing the onion. Don't hit the fingers. Right. I need a new set of knives. So if anyone would like to donate me, I don't know, like 50, 60 quid, I can get a new set of knives. These just don't even sharpen anymore. Plus they were covered in Tefal. Just really need to replace them, but such is life. What's that film with Hulk, not his real name, Mark Ruffalo, where he does where he's that reporter. It's like the true story film, and he goes, what's the name of the company? Oh man, DuPont. And they're making all this toxic stuff, killing all the plants and animals, making them all sick as they're dumping toxic waste into the rivers and getting away with it. And now they've created this new stuff, which is if not as bad, maybe it's worse. Exciting stuff. So to stop doing one thing, only to do another. Right, garlic and onion in the pan. And crank the heat up now. Let's get a wooden spatula. And we've got stuff in the pan. Let's get some heat. Cook that stuff down. Again, I would like to help more people in the world, because it would mean I wouldn't have to get supermarket meat. I could go to the butcher's. Supermarket meat is just, no offence to the farmers that produce this stuff and whatever, okay, it's not your fault. Okay, people want cheap meat. That's what we got here. Right, so, hello somebody who's here. If you want to leave a comment, I'm just, chucking plastic in my pan, that's not going to be any good. Well, let's get all the onion and garlic off of that. That's annoying. Right, get that in there. Get this one in there. I get more people watching me cooking than actually helping people. Because if you're watching this, you probably don't know what I really do. I help people with aches, pains, injuries, health problems, and I don't do it nutritionally, although eating a healthy diet kind of it's part of that. It's not my main focus. It's much more a spiritual thing. But that's what I do, and try and convince people that that works. But, you know, people have a tendency to not either don't believe me or not want to believe me. Because if they start believing me and go, well, if that's true, what else is true? Shit, you might have to start believing in religion and God and stuff. And well, if you're an atheist, you might have to start believing. In fact, you don't even need to do that, because quantum physics does a pretty good job of explaining these things. Okay? But then you have to understand a little bit about quantum physics, and again, that's difficult and that's confusing for people. And people don't like understanding new things. If you have to understand a new thing, oh, holy shit. You've got to understand a new thing, and life's complicated enough without having to throw all your beliefs about food and exercise and all these other things about calories. You've got to start throwing all that stuff out. There you go. Wow, bollocks. What if like 90% of what I've ever learned was absolutely a lie? Shit. And that's a real big problem for people. It's a real big problem, because to believe me, say, look, healing is possible. You can heal yourself without probably 90% of the stuff you're doing already. You know, and it doesn't even require, I don't know, things like good sleep. I mean, again, these things help. Good sleep and rest, definitely helpful. But they're not a must. Okay? Yes, getting out in nature, again, very helpful, not a must. Meditation, very helpful, not a must, although I would say it's probably the highest priority. Prayer in there as well. Okay? Prayer, meditation, to me, very similar things. You might think differently. Tell you what, so that's, you know, a little bit about me. If you've got an ache or a pain and you're watching this video, okay, I mean, honestly, I don't know why you're watching this video, but maybe you are. And you're like, what is this guy doing? What's he talking about? Honestly, I don't know anymore. Just making a chili, really, because it's, well, not just because it's my wife's birthday, I'd be doing it anyway, but I thought I'd film it today, just for a laugh. So what's got in here so far? We've had about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. We've had 3/4 of an onion, because that's what was left. 2 packs of kilo of beef mince, and some Worcestershire sauce and tomato paste, because we like tomato paste. A little bit of chili powder, cayenne pepper, not too much. Kids don't like it. Blows their heads off. So I tend to go with a little bit more paprika than chili pepper, but I would personally prefer some more chili. Go for a little bit of mustard, maybe a bit much there we go, half of that, stir that in, get in there, cool, right, get that over there. So we're going to have, again, not ideal, but whatever, sweet corn, tin of tomatoes and a pepper, okay, and that will be, once that's all in, once the meat's browned off and cooked a bit more, it's pretty much done. So it heats up nice and high on that, cooking some of the fat out. Let's get this pepper chopped up. This is literally the only way I can get my kids to eat vegetables. I have to cook it up so much. That they barely even notice it's there because it's so squishy and blends in with all the other colours that I chuck in there. I don't know if you feel the same. Kind of chop it up quite small. Not too small, but small enough so that they don't really notice it. If anyone's got any questions, you know, whether you're, I mean, no one's watching this live, maybe one person every now and again, but any questions about what it is I do, how I can help you. Oh yeah, that was the thing I was talking about. So yeah, what I'd like you to do, again, highly unlikely that there's anyone who's watched this far, but if you, by some sort of miracle, have, I want you to start noticing your body. What do you feel inside it? Okay, hopefully, well not hopefully, but maybe you've got an ache or a pain, a headache or some other kind of injury, or possibly something a bit bigger, an illness, or whatever. I would like you to just simply notice that, and notice what your body is doing as I talk and as I do things. Okay, I'm not specifically working on you like I would with a one-to-one client, or even how I would if with a group, in a group setting. And obviously I'm cooking. It's not exactly the same, but it seems to work despite the seeming nothingness that I'm doing. Okay, so if you've got an ache or a pain, just notice it for now, okay? And in the next, I don't know, I'm probably cooking for another 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, in the next 5 or 10 minutes, let me know what changed. So at the end, let me know what changed. Right, what am I looking for? Beef stock cubes. Let's beef it up a little bit. And even though there's lots of beef in there, we're going to beef it up a little bit more. Beef. Can you whistle inwards as well as out? I don't know, I can. I don't know if that's an unusual thing or... I'm going to show you something in a sec. Oh yeah. Okay. So, if you're still here watching this video and you've got an ache or a pain, okay, just keep focusing on that, okay? You can watch what I'm doing. It's fine. Okay, I don't want you to pay too much attention to your body. Okay, too much attention to what's going on. Just notice a few bits here and there. That's 2 beef stock cubes going in. They're probably going to take a little while to dissolve down, but whatevs. Whatevs. Okay, right, beef is cooked off in there enough now, so we're going to go in with whatever was left in there. We're going to go in with biscuits making a mess in my kitchen. I'm going to go in with the beans. And there's a few extra little beans in there, so you can just chuck a little water in, swirl it all around a little bit, chuck that in there. Not as exciting as Mr. Salt, whatever his name is. I'm not on Instagram, so I don't know these things. Well, I am on Instagram, but I don't use it. Never have, really. It's just a terribly vapid, egotistical bullshit place to be. So, I feel like YouTube, I feel like TikTok is less so, but still a lot of the same stuff. Right, that just pretty much needs cooking down for another, I don't know, half an hour or so, and it's pretty much done. I don't really need to touch that anymore now. Okay, so PS, this is not a cooking channel. I'm Pete, and I help people with aches, pains, injuries, health problems, etc. I'm not really giving any lessons today. I'm not really giving a huge amount of treatment, but if you have been here for a while and you've got an ache, pain, or an injury, I just want you to check in with that and see how it's all feeling. A bit of time. I feel like I need some time in there today. Not usual that I would put thyme in a chili, but whatever. It's basically a bolognese with some spice. Hey, so 16 minutes of live now, and dinner is just, it just needs to simmer, really. That's it. That's it. Put a bit more water in. And that's it, job done. I'm going to chuck some rice on in a little while, and I'll show you how easy rice is to cook as well. Okay. Easy, rice is super easy. Pan. Hot water, which we'll get in a moment. Stick this guy on. Rice. Measuring cup. Hey, one measuring cup serves about 4 people. Okay, or 3 large people. Depends how much meat you put on. A little bit of an overspill, but whatever. Okay, now wait for water. So much of oil. Not too much. A little bit of salt, doesn't need too much. Got the stock cubes in the meat. Let's close that away so I don't fall over. Alright, so chili simmering. I'll show you what that looks like. Loads of veg. Lovely jubbly. Loads of meat. Okay, and I make spare as well, okay? There's 4 of us live here. I tend to make meals for 6. Meals for 6. Maybe sometimes even 7 or 8. So this is probably a 7 or an 8 meal. Because it's got 2 packs of mince rather than 1. And then it goes in the freezer or the fridge to be used another day, so that I can't, because some days I can't be asked to cook, or I don't have time. So always have some spare meals, so I can just chuck some pasta or rice on, and can have a nice meal in 15 minutes without having to do all the cooking bit. I'm just super easy. Right, rice coming up. Kettle's nearly boiled. Need a lid, loosey lid. Just get my Ainsley Harriet on. Sally pepper and Susie salt, or whatever he calls it. Right. Okay, so 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of boiling water, splash of oil, a little bit of salt. Okay. Crank the heat on, nice and high. So honestly, all I need to do is that to boil. And that, my friends, is dinner cooked. If you've had an ache or pain or an injury, and you've been here a little while, I want you to check in with that right now. How's that doing? How are your aches, pains, injuries, illnesses? Okay? If it's an illness, okay, you're probably not going to notice much difference immediately. Okay, but something like a little dodgy shoulder or a tight joint or a tender muscle, how's that feeling? Okay. So when you do things with love kind of just spreads out. Okay? It transfers through space and time. Okay, it doesn't matter how far away you are. I don't know if there's a few people here, so I don't know where in the world you are. Maybe you're in America and this is like 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're watching a crazy English guy making chili at 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, or you're in the UK and it's 10 o'clock in the morning and while you're watching a crazy English guy make dinner at 10 o'clock in the morning. But yes, love transcends through time and space and eternity, and it doesn't matter where you are. How you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you, Nilesh. How are you? Thank you for the comment, okay? Because I don't get too many comments around here. You might have noticed. Just me being me. What are you up to this fine day? Hope it's sunny where you are. It's a lovely day here. So rice, I just come back to the rice. You can probably just about see it's bubbling away. Not quite ready yet. And just need a little bit more bubble. And then once that's on, heat off, lid on, DFT. DFT is an old army saying for don't fucking touch. Okay. I don't know if YouTube are particularly hot on the language stuff. Whatever. I use that kind of language on occasions. And it shouldn't matter. Right. Hard boil. Off. Lid. Don't touch. In about an hour, perfect rice. Okay. See, I'm not going to be eating at 11 o'clock because that would be crazy. Although I probably will have breakfast in a little while. But that's chili done. Chili simmering gently, very gently. Just turn it up a little bit. Rice boiled. Nothing really to do with that. That's all done. So dinner cooked in 22 minutes. The rest is waiting, really. And in maybe 20 minutes, I'll be turning that off and just leaving it for the rest of the day and let all the juices and stuff infuse. And it just tastes better when you cook it early and leave it. Done. That is dinner cooked in 20 minutes. Magnifique. And there might be people asking, oh, you haven't tasted it. No, I haven't, because I cook this meal so often. I can tell you exactly what it tastes like. Delicious. That's how it tastes. Job done. Lid. Plain that. Wash. Happy days. So, anyone with aches or pains, let me know what you noticed. Yeah. Other than that, if you want to make a chili similar to that, you know all the ingredients now, you know how long it takes. As long as you get everything out and you're not chopping your fingers off and you're half decent with a knife, 15, 20 minutes. Plus, I could probably eat that now, but it's just going to be better if I let it simmer for a good while. So yeah, simple dinner. All right, cool. Well, this is really interesting because this is the first time on a YouTube live I've had viewers. So thank you, everyone who's coming on a live. I normally do a meditation, which is me doing this and talking, okay, helping guide through meditation. So if that's your thing, and even if it's not your thing, subscribe anyway, because you want to help a guy out. Okay? So the more people I can help, well, the better the world will be. Okay? Anyway, have a good day. I'm out. I'm going to leave that simmering. Cheerio. Thanks for joining.